Hi Team Allagash. Today we're going to learn about rebuttals. So we learned about counter-arguments last week. Right here, counter-argument is when the speaker of a debate or the writer of an argument essay acknowledges the other side. Well, a rebuttal right here comes after a counter-argument. And it's when that writer has a comeback to their counter-argument or when they squash that opposing side. So a rebuttal goes with a counter-argument. Counter-argument is usually stated and it's followed by the rebuttal. Okay, so we're going to look at some examples and see if we can identify rebuttals, and we will go from there. So step one today is to listen to what I'm saying right now, which is very helpful, and please continue to listen to my screencast of the lesson so that you understand the directions more clearly. Okay, step two, you're going to watch and listen to the second half of this video, which was about counter-arguments followed by an explanation of rebuttals. So you're going to start it at 106. Actually, it would be good to just watch the whole thing again because it explains counter-arguments and then goes right into rebuttals afterwards. This part I want to talk about, so defining. Please don't just go to dictionary.com and find the definition of rebuttal. I want you to think about how it was used in the video. And I want you to think about the examples and what a rebuttal looks like in an example. And then I want you to write your definition, okay, so that it makes sense to you. So this is really a helpful table for you because these are examples right here, okay? So there are different types of rebuttals. There's actually 4 different types. And we're going to look at examples of each type. So the first type of a rebuttal is a fact versus a fact. So you've got a fact from the counter-argument. Remember, counter-argument always goes before the rebuttal, okay? So there you acknowledge the other side with a fact, and then it's followed by a rebuttal fact. So here's the example. The green is the counter-argument, okay? Always start with a counter-argument. So reusable containers do have some drawbacks, though. So this sounds like an argument that's for a trash-free environment, okay? So reusable containers do have some drawbacks, though. If containers aren't thoroughly washed after every use, germs can grow inside. So that's the writer acknowledging the other side, which is called the counter-argument. Now, listen to the rebuttal. However, I'd rather spend time carefully washing my plastics than having trash build up in landfills, where it will sit for centuries, giving off toxins as it slowly degrades. So this is a comeback. Okay, so the purple is the rebuttal. This fact squashes the counter-argument for this writer's argument. Okay. So it's very important that writers of arguments, and when you go to write your argument essay, you acknowledge the other side with a counter-argument and then come back with a squash to contradict it, okay? And it makes your argument even stronger. Here's the second example. You agree with the other side, that's your counter-argument, and then you sort of twist it. So use the opponent's statistic, but then twist it to help prove your side. So here we go. I know that you said pets shouldn't be in classrooms because of allergies, but couldn't owning a pet also build up a person's tolerance? So this writer acknowledged the other side with the counter-argument because obviously this writer's for having pets in classrooms, but they said, I know that you said pets shouldn't be in classrooms, but now they're going to have a comeback here to squash this counter-argument. Couldn't owning a pet also build up a person's tolerance? So that's twisting this evidence and making the reader believe in what they're saying. It's powerful. So a rebuttal is powerful. Okay. Here's another one. This statistic is powerful, but this evidence is misleading. So it's acknowledging this side about hand sanitizers, But then if you look at this, it's saying it doesn't really kill all the germs. It kills as few as 46% of germs, so it's very confusing. So yes, this statistic is powerful. You're acknowledging how great sanitizers are, but it's also misleading. All right, and then let's look at the last one. Point out why your opponent's sources are not credible. So this would be if your opponent used a blog for their evidence or some other website that's not credible. I agree that your facts and quotes are convincing, but the website you used isn't credible. It's a blog, and blogs are known for being biased and unreliable. So you could use this type of rebuttal, attack credibility, if you looked at their sources and you saw that they were not using reliable sources. Most of the time, and in our examples we're going to do, you'll probably use this one the most, okay? Fact versus fact, or agree then twist. You'll be looking at one of their facts, stating one of their facts for your counter argument, and then you have a comeback to squash it, okay? So this table, keep looking back at this table to look at it. Counter argument followed by the rebuttal. Counter argument followed by the rebuttal, okay? Here's our work today, step 4. Highlight the rebuttals. So just the comeback. So if you come back up here, it would be the purple, okay? So read each of the 3 passages. They're each for different arguments. This one's about, do you need recess? This one's Instagram would be better without likes, and should college athletes get paid? So you're going to read this short little passage from the argument. You'll be able to tell what side the writer's on, and then find where the counter argument is, and then you'll be able to find the rebuttal. So for middle schoolers who juggle extracurriculars, homework, and family obligations, it can be tough to carve out that much time for exercise. Running around, shooting hoops, or simply walking are all good for your health. So this writer is for, definitely for exercise and physical activity. Okay, of course, physical activity can also lead to injury. Oh, that sounds to me like they're saying the other side, so that would be the counter argument. A few schools have eliminated recess to avoid sprained ankles and broken wrists that can come with intense schoolyard sports like dodgeball. Oh, that's a continuation. This is all counter argument because it's acknowledging the other side. Listen to this part. However, recess is still the one break in the day to relax and have fun. So that sounds like the comeback. So if you're listening to my screencast, I just pretty much gave you the answer for this first one here, rebuttal. Okay, rebuttal comes after the counter argument. Okay, so you're going to highlight, let's go back up to the directions, highlight the rebuttals. Okay, so you've got to highlight the one in here, the one in here, the one in here. And then we have a new Quizlet for you. This one's about rebuttals. I would like you guys to try 10 minutes on this today. It's really going to help you understand rebuttals better. Okay, this week we'll be doing this practice with rebuttals today. We'll have an interim on rebuttals probably by Wednesday, I think. All right, have a great day. Do some exercise in the house. Looks like a rainy day. Maybe you can get out, maybe you can't, but better weather is coming this week. All right, take care, everyone. And until tomorrow, have a great day.